Hello, my name is Paul from ClickAlgo.com. In this video today, I'm going to explain the additional parameters, adjustable settings that we've added to the cTrader Grid-Hedge Trading System. If you're not familiar with the Grid-Hedge Trading System, just go to ClickAlgo.com. I'll show you at the end of this video. Actually, I'll quickly show you now. If I just go here and scroll down, you'll see it's here, the Grid-Hedge Trading System. It's easy to find. There's a video that explains this in more detail. It gives you everything you need. This video is only to show you the additional parameters that have been added for version 2, okay? So it's an addition to the main video. So if you've not seen the main video, I suggest that you watch that first and then you come back to this video. Okay, so what we've done, we've listened to customers' feedback and we've actually added additional functionality and features to this trading robot to reduce risk. So you've got more risk management and better control of your trades, okay? So what I'm going to do is show you this page. This is the ClickAlgo Knowledge Center. Now there's a whole section dedicated to the Grid-Hedge Trading System. You've got an introduction at the top, and then you've got getting started, tips and tricks, adjustable settings, key adjustable settings, trading hours, how to backtest, news event manager. We'll also add another section later on, which is optimization, how to optimize this robot, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to adjustable settings. Now, everything is in here that you need to use. So if you do not understand English very well, you're probably not going to be listening to this video or watching this video. You're going to be translating this page into your own language, okay? If you can understand English, then together with what's on this page, with the video, you should be able to have a good understanding of what each parameter does. So we've got different sections of the parameters: general settings, grid settings, risk control, and then you've got take profit, account protection, trading hours, trailing stop, news event manager, and the trend directional indicator, the DNAPLI stochastic, okay? So everything's here to help you. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to drag onto the screen this. This is the adjustable parameters that you'll see when you start the CBOT in cTrader. So when you drag it onto the chart, if you're using the chart view, this is what you'll see. If you're using the automate view, you'll see something a little bit different, but it'll be the same parameters. This is using cTrader 3.5. So if you're not currently using it, you might have to wait before you use the latest version, but we've not published it yet anyway. So I've done this video and showed you the grouping of parameters. I'll show you here that you've got general, grid settings, protection, take profit, trading hours, account protection. See, the parameters are grouped here, and this is a feature of 3.5. If you're from the future and you're currently using version 3.5, then this would be fine. You'll have downloaded it already from the website, and you'll get the grouping of the parameters. If you're using an older version of cTrader, 3.5 hasn't been released yet, just hang on. We're going to release it as soon as it starts getting rolled out to the brokers, and you'll get the grouping of parameters. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this video is just go through the parameters shown you on this screen here. Okay, and then it correlates to what's on this chart here. So okay, so unique name. I think it was called instance name last time. This will allow you to run the same symbol. So you create a robot instance. You can run the same symbol, the same time frame, and same parameters if you want, but the idea is to use different parameter settings at the same time, and they work independently. As long as you put a unique name in here, okay, for each CBOT instance, then you can have the same symbol. You can trade with the same symbol and time frame, okay? Include buy or include sell. That just gives you the option just to have buy only orders or sell only orders. So if you know, even though you're using the DNAPLI stochastic for a trend, if you know and you've done your analysis that in the next day there's a strong bullish trend, you might want to turn off the sell. Okay, grid settings. I'll show it up here top right. So I'm going to go through each one. You're just going to move the mouse so you can see what I'm doing. First volume, this is in units. Now the first volume is when the robot starts or when the robot gets reset, and I'll show you that later. It's the first volume that goes in. So it doesn't keep volume multiplying the position size, because that's what a grid hedge does. It will actually reset back to the first volume, which is 1000. And I'll go through that on this document later, on this page. Now the grid distance, actually I'm going to scroll down and show you the grid settings. So grid settings here, this tells you everything you need to know about the first volume, okay? Tells you the grid distance, how it works, how the grid actually works by having a distance between each retracement. I'll get rid of that again. It tells you about the volume multiplier. Okay, if you read here, it tells you about how the position sizing is how we find it. It tells you how the volume is multiplied and how it resets back to the original volume. We use our own special formula. It's not a standard box standard grid hedge trading system. Okay, it's very different. So reading it on there, it should have more information of what you're doing. Okay, so protection. This is some of the added features that we've added. Okay, standard stop loss. Max spread, which is pretty understandable. I think that was in the old version, just to make sure that if the spread is high, you don't want to open up a position if there's a massive spread. You know what I mean? You lose money straight away. Max slippage, this is a new feature. This is market range with cTrader. This means that if a position is about to open and there's going to be a big chunk of large amount of slippage, okay, don't open the position. So it controls the fact that you don't want to open a position if there's going to be a lot of slippage because you'll lose straight away as well. Okay. Max losing trades, that's how many losing trades at the same time the robot's going to allow. So in this case, if you say max losing trades 3, if there's a signal to open up another position, say a fourth position, the robot won't do it. It'll only allow 3 losing positions at any time. So this is a good way of managing your risk. If one of those positions becomes a winner, so you end up with 2 losing positions, and then there's a signal to open up another position, it will open up another one. So it'll have 3 positions. But the moment that the positions have 3 losing positions, it will stop. Okay. So if I scroll down here, risk control, it explains all this in more detail. Okay. Max spread, max slippage, and losing trades. And the last one, max trades open. Now this prevents the robot from opening many trades, more trades than you'd want open. So say it says 100 there, but say for example you set it for 10. This will make sure that this type of robot will only open up 10 positions. It won't try and open up 11, 12, or 100. Okay, so this also limits your risk. Again, all the information here that you need. If you want to find information about spread, just click on this link. If you need more information about slippage, because you don't understand what it is, for example, just click on this link. Okay. Okay, take profit. It's up here on the right now. You can ask for, you can set a fixed take profit. So it'll only be 15 pips or whatever you set the value as. Will be the value that is set for take profit. Now, automatic take profit, this is built into the grid system. Now, this creates an average take profit, and it takes into account winning positions, losing positions, where the last position opens. So it's another little special formula that actually dynamically creates a take profit for you. Okay, so some of the example parameter settings that we send you, they use automatic take profit. So if I was you, I'd experiment with both fixed and automatic. If you set the automatic to no, it will use the fixed. If you set the automatic take profit to yes, it won't use the fixed, it will use the average take profit that's below. Okay. So account take, I'll just go down here. You've got it all described down here as well. Okay. Tells you more detail. So account protection. Now this is new features that we've added as well. So this is equity stop. So the moment your equity goes below £100 or whatever your currency is, 100, it will stop trading. Okay, it will stop the robot. So this prevents your account balance to be wiped out. You can set that to anything you want. So you could say, okay, I'm gonna let the robot run, but if my account balance goes below a certain amount of value, stop the robot, stop all trading, close all positions. Okay, and it will close positions to make sure that your loss is only that amount. Your account will be left at that amount. Balance stop. This will allow you to see both of these values are set at high and lows, so you don't get confused. This will actually allow you to take profit. This will allow you to say your starting balance was I don't know £100, and you wanted to earn £50 for that day. You set a balance stop for 150. Okay. The moment that this value goes to 150, it stops the robot, closes positions. So if I put it there as 150. So in this case, if you start, like I said, if you started your robot at £100, you put the balance stop at 150. The moment you've made £50, it stops trading. Okay, so it gives you that option. Trading hours. Now you can specify if you want trading hours or not, and you can set the hours and the minutes in the 24-hour clock. You just put a number in there, that's all. So this would be 6 in the morning till 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay, and then you can choose to close all winners after your trading hours. Okay, so after the end of the trading hours, you can close all winners. Actually, I'm going to double check that because I'm going to have to go to, and while I'm here, it'll actually be useful because I might be wrong there. I'm going to go to trading hours, close all winners. When this is selected, the robot will close all open positions for the current symbol that the Grid-Hedge robot opened that are in profit. Okay, yeah. So all you got to do is click on that link there and it will go to this page, trading hours, and it explains this in much more detail to help you out to use the trading hours. And there's even a video as well. Okay, so you've got everything you need to get started with the trading hours. Probably explain it a bit better than what I just did then. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next view now. Okay, trailing stop, straightforward. It uses a trailing stop with a trigger. So you can select whether you want to use a trailing stop or not. You can select yes or no. The moment that the price is 20, in this example, 20 pips in profit, it will activate the trailing stop and it will trail 10 pips below the price, behind the price, sorry, whichever the price is, okay? And every time the price increases, it keeps trailing 10 pips behind, okay? Standard trailing stop feature. News Manager, this uses our News Release Manager product. I'll have to scroll down to that one now. If you're not familiar with it, I just click on this link. Now this will take you to the News Event Manager page, and it tells you more about it and how to configure it, okay? So you've got a video, and it'll tell you in the video how to configure it, and it'll take you to the product page as well. Now the News Event Manager allows you to, you get this for free with the Grid-Hedge. It allows you to pretty much, let me go back over here, not trade during high impact news events. So for example, if I go back to the parameters, I just scroll down and open this again. For example, if it shows you how to configure it, but what it will do is, say at midday, there's a very big high impact news release coming out for the euro. Or the GBP, the pound with all the Brexit going on. And you know for a fact that it's going to be a lot of volatility and your grid hedge system, which relies on trend, technical indicator, is not going to do so well on a fundamental news release where the price could go anywhere, okay? So what you do is you just use the news release manager, you include it, and you say, you can specify any type of time before the news release. You can say 1 hour before the news release, stop trading. You can also select yes for here, and you can also close all your open positions. Okay, you're totally risk management sorted out now against news releases. You can also set in the news release manager, which is a separate product that you get with this grid system, how many minutes after the news release that you want to resume trading. So what it will do, an example would be that at 12 o'clock there's a high impact news event. You've got 3 positions open. 1 hour before the high impact news, you close the positions. You might close at a loss, you might close winning. The idea is that you don't want a massive loss. So it will automatically close those positions. Say at 12 o'clock there was a huge news release. Say it dropped 100 pips against you. You would have been 100 pips down. You would have wiped out a big chunk of your account balance, or you might have wiped out your account, or you might have been massively overdrawn. So that would have prevented that happening. And then you can specify a time period. I always go like 4 hours after, something like that. So say, for example, 4 hours after the news release, it will automatically, without any manual intervention, start trading again. Okay, so it's all automated. If you go to the News Release Manager product page, it will give you more information about that. So this product is included with the Smart Grid, and it's a useful feature. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. But the idea is you can't control news releases, really. When they happen, it's out of your control. What happens, nobody knows. And it does affect your trading robots. And that's why the markets are so volatile. Okay, DiNapoli settings. Now, this is the DiNapoli stochastic indicator that's used to determine the trend for this robot. Now, again, it gives you more information here, and you can click on the link, and it'll actually take you to the product page of the DiNapoli stochastic. It's free, but it actually gives you more information about it, okay? Not a huge amount, but enough to get you going. So the whole idea is that DiNapoli stochastic indicator is your trend indicator for the grid hedge. Now, you can just include it, yes or no. I think it's normally included. The fast K, slow D is standard. The crossover distance is quite unique. It tells you here the distance between the signal line and the result line. Now, this is a very unique parameter in the robot, and it's very useful for filtering out fake crossovers. Because it actually measures the distance between the signal and result line, which correlates to the actual price action that's happening in the candles, okay? So entry time, you can specify any entry time you want. So if you're using a 1 minute chart, you can say a 1 hour time frame. And we've also added a confirmation time frame. So you can have 2 time frames. So it'll be a multi-time frame indicator. So you can have, say, 1 hour and 4 hours. Okay, where'd you go? You can say 1 hour and 4 hours. If both the 1 hour and the 4 hour dynamically stochastic, say for example, the lower level was below 25 and the crossover distance is reasonable and there's a buy signal, then you enter a buy position. Okay, so it's a nifty bit of indicator logic there to help you determine the trend. So that's it for the smart grid. This is cTrader, what I'm using, 3.5. I'm just going to quickly drag this across. So this is 3.5 if you're not using it yet. Like I said, if you're from the future, well done. You're going to have this. If I go to cTrader Automate, and if I try and find the grid hedge system, I have to type it up here. Okay, smart grid. Now, you'll get access to these parameters by clicking on this little icon here, okay, the settings icon. Now, this is how you'll see them in 3.5. They're grouped. In the previous versions of cTrader, they're all in line. They weren't grouped, okay? I'll just show you how it looked previously. I'll just open up an older version. And if I click on there, you can see in the past, we had to put things saying dynamically stochastic, spaces, it's not clean, it's not looking very nice. So cTrader have actually listened to the customers and they've created grouping for your parameters. So you can see it's all down here. So if you're using Automate, which I suggest that you do, I think if you're going to use any automated trading robot, you use the Automate tab and you adjust your parameters through here. Okay, I wouldn't bother using it from the trade tab. Okay, that's my just personal opinion. So that's it, really. That's what I wanted to show you. Let's get rid of that. Now, what I'm going to do before the video ends, I'm just going to show you the product page. Okay, this is the actual product page for the Grid-Hedge Trading System. The product page gives you overall information to help you out if you're interested in buying it. Gives you the results that you can get out of the robot. They're pretty good. Low drawdown. This is the main video. This is not this one. This is another video that gives you an overall overview of it. And you've got the product support page here, which I was just at. And if you get a problem with the product, you just submit a support ticket. We've got a help desk system, okay? So if I click on the support page, it will just take you to where we've just been, and it gives you all the information. So hopefully we provide enough information to help you get started with this robot. As you can see, the robot is not expensive, but it's an introduction, an entry-level trading robot for the cTrader trading platform. Thank you. If you do like the video, please give me a thumbs up at the bottom of this video, because the more likes I get, the more Google likes me, the more our business grows, and the more we can produce products for traders. All right, thank you.